The mysterious Dover demon, a cryptic creature spotted in the night. Alien, cryptid, or hoax? Find out now. Hello, dear viewers. Wishing you all an amazing day filled with positivity and energy. If you enjoy my content and want to see more of it, please support the channel by subscribing and giving a like. Your support means the world and motivates me to create even more awesome videos. The Dover demon is a mysterious humanoid creature, a cryptid that earned its name from a series of sightings reported in the small town of Dover, Massachusetts, in April 1977. The name was coined by American cryptozoologist Loren Coleman, who was among the first to investigate these strange events. The term demon does not necessarily imply a supernatural or malevolent nature, but rather highlights the creature's bizarre and unsettling appearance, which defies known biological species. In some sources, it is also referred to as the Dover humanoid or Dover alien, reflecting speculation about its possible extraterrestrial origins. Although the Dover demon as a specific entity entered public consciousness only in 1977, its image resonates with older folkloric traditions, particularly tales of strange humanoids and spirits dwelling at the boundary of the human and wild worlds. In the folklore of the Cree people from eastern Canada, there are mentions of creatures known as Managishi, small humanoids with round heads, long limbs, and a penchant for mischievous tricks. Some researchers suggest that the Dover demon might be a modern interpretation of these beings, whose stories have been passed down through generations. In the broader context of American folklore, the Dover demon fits into the tradition of urban legends about cryptids like Bigfoot, Mothman, or the Chupacabra. These creatures often appear in tales tied to unexplained phenomena and become part of local mythology. Unlike many other cryptids, the Dover demon lacks deep roots in Dover's local culture before 1977, making its phenomenon relatively modern. However, its image quickly became part of a cryptozoological subculture, where it is discussed alongside other mysterious creatures. Some researchers also draw parallels with folklore from other cultures, such as Japanese kappa or Philippine aswang, which are similarly described as humanoid beings with unusual features. The Dover demon is a creature whose appearance evokes both curiosity and dread. According to eyewitness accounts, it is a short humanoid standing between 3 and 4 feet, approximately 120 centimeters, tall, with a disproportionately large head shaped like a watermelon or an egg. The head lacks visible facial features, except for 2 large, round eyes that glow orange or, in some cases, green in the dark. These eyes are the most striking feature, creating a sense that the creature is staring directly into the observer's soul. No nose, mouth, or ears are present, giving its face an eerie emptiness. The creature's body is thin, almost emaciated, with a long, slender neck that seems barely capable of supporting the weight of its massive head. Its limbs, arms, and legs are disproportionately long and thin, ending in fingers described as flexible, almost tentacle-like. These fingers allow the creature to cling to surfaces like trees or stone walls with spider-like agility. The skin is rough, hairless, and has a peculiar peach or orange hue, which under moonlight may appear pale pink or even metallic. Some witnesses noted that the skin looks unhealthy, as if covered in tiny cracks or scales, adding a touch of otherworldliness to its appearance. The Dover demon's movements are described as both awkward and graceful. It can walk on 2 legs, but sometimes drops to all 4s, making its gait resemble that of a stalking predator. Its body appears fragile yet capable of swift dashes, especially when fleeing. The absence of a mouth and ears suggests it may not rely on conventional senses, possibly navigating with its hypnotic eyes or unknown abilities. This appearance makes the Dover demon a creature that inspires both pity and fear, as if it belongs neither to the world of the living nor the realm of spirits. Judging by reports, the Dover demon prefers quiet, secluded areas where nature intertwines with human presence. The town of Dover, located 24 kilometers southwest of Boston, became the epicenter of its appearances. It is a place where dense forests crisscross with trails, border country roads, and moss-covered stone walls. In April, as spring begins to awaken nature, Dover's woods are shrouded in light mist, and the air is filled with the scent of damp earth and pine. It is in such twilight landscapes where moonlight barely pierces the branches that the Dover demon feels at home. Its favored haunts are roadsides, abandoned fields, and forest edges, where it can remain unnoticed yet observe humans. The stone walls, typical of New England, serve as cover. Witnesses often describe the demon creeping along these walls or climbing them with lizard-like dexterity. Forest ravines overgrown with ferns and the banks of small streams, where the sound of flowing water masks its steps, also attract the creature. These places exude an air of mystery, as if nature itself guards the secret of its existence. Some researchers speculate that the Dover demon may inhabit not only the physical world, but also a liminal space, perhaps a parallel reality from which it accidentally or deliberately enters our world. This hypothesis explains why its appearances are so rare and confined to specific locations where, according to folklore, the boundaries between worlds thin. At night, when stars reflect in puddles on country roads and the forest hums with rustles, the Dover demon becomes a shadow gliding at the edge of human perception. The Dover demon is a creature that, based on accounts, does not exhibit overt aggression, but its behavior instills unease and discomfort. It does not hunt humans in the traditional sense or cause physical harm, yet its presence leaves a deep psychological impact. The demon prefers to avoid direct contact. When encountered, it either freezes, staring with its glowing eyes, or flees swiftly, using its agility and speed. This behavior suggests it is either wary of humans or studying them from a distance. Its habits can be described as curious yet cautious. Witnesses noted that the demon often appears near roads or trails where people pass, as if watching from afar. It may stand motionless, clinging to a tree or wall, seemingly assessing the situation, then vanish into the forest at the slightest hint of danger. Some researchers propose that the demon does not feed on physical sustenance, but rather on the energy of fear or attention it elicits from humans. This explains why it does not attack but seeks to be noticed. The harm attributed to the Dover demon is primarily psychological. Its sudden appearance triggers panic, disorientation, and haunting memories in witnesses. Teenagers who saw it in 1977 described a sensation as if the creature pierced their minds with its eyes, leaving a feeling of vulnerability. In Cree folklore, Managishi are known as tricksters who play pranks on travelers, but the Dover demon seems less playful and more enigmatic. Its actions defy clear logic, making it all the more unsettling. The origin of the Dover demon remains one of the most debated topics among cryptozoologists, ufologists, and folklorists. Several main hypotheses exist, each drawing on different aspects of the accounts and cultural context. The most popular theory links the Dover demon to extraterrestrial life. Its unusual appearance, glowing eyes, and lack of a mouth resemble classic descriptions of gray aliens. The absence of UFO sightings in Dover in 1977 weakens this hypothesis, but some ufologists suggest the demon could be a biological probe or a creature accidentally left by aliens. Its similarity to Managishi in Cree folklore is also interpreted as possible evidence of ancient extraterrestrial contact. Some researchers believe the Dover demon could be an unknown animal species surviving in isolated New England ecosystems. Its humanoid form and odd traits, like the lack of a mouth, are hard to explain biologically, but proponents point to the possibility of relic species akin to Bigfoot. The lack of physical evidence, such as fur or footprints, challenges this theory. As mentioned, the Dover demon shares traits with Managishi from Cree mythology. This hypothesis suggests the demon is a modern manifestation of an ancient archetype tied to nature spirits or tricksters. Its appearance in 1977 may have been influenced by the cultural context. The U.S. was experiencing a surge of interest in paranormal phenomena, which could have revived old myths in a new form. Skeptics argue that the Dover demon is a product of mass hysteria or perceptual error. The teenagers who saw it may have been influenced by popular culture, such as alien-themed films, or experienced an optical illusion in low visibility. The consistency of their descriptions is attributed to discussions among witnesses. However, this theory does not explain why all witnesses describe the same details, including glowing eyes and peach skin. A more exotic theory posits that the Dover demon is a being from a parallel reality that inadvertently entered our world. This idea, popular among proponents of thin worlds theories, accounts for the rarity of its appearances and lack of physical traces. Each hypothesis has strengths and weaknesses, but none provides a definitive answer. key accounts were reported over 2 nights. On April 21st, 1977, 17-year-old Bill Bartlett was driving with 2 friends on Farm Street in Dover around 10:30 p.m. The car's headlights illuminated a strange creature creeping along a stone wall. Bartlett described it as a short humanoid with a large head, glowing orange eyes, and peach skin. He observed it for a few seconds before it vanished into the darkness. Bartlett was so convinced of what he saw that he wrote on his sketch of the creature, "I, Bill Bartlett, swear on a stack of Bibles that I saw this creature." Less than 2 hours later, around midnight, 15-year-old John Baxter was walking home on Miller Hill Road about a mile from Bartlett's sighting. He noticed a short figure approaching. Thinking it was a friend, Baxter called out, but the figure fled into the woods. Baxter chased it and saw it stop by a tree, clinging to it with long fingers. He described it as a humanoid with orange eyes and hairless skin. Frightened, Baxter returned to the road. Around midnight the next night, April 22nd, 15-year-old Abby Brabham and 18-year-old Will Taintor were driving on Springdale Avenue. Brabham spotted a creature by the roadside, standing on all fours. She described it as a large-headed humanoid with glowing green eyes, slightly differing from prior accounts. Taintor, who was driving, did not get a clear look. All witnesses were teenagers, prompting skepticism from some researchers, but their accounts were consistent in key details: large head, glowing eyes, thin limbs. Lauren Coleman and other cryptozoologists who investigated concluded that the witnesses were not colluding, and their descriptions seemed genuine. Sketches made by the teenagers also showed striking similarities. The Dover demon quickly drew media attention after the 1977 events. Local newspapers, such as the Boston Globe and Dover Sherborne Press, published articles about the sightings, spreading the legend. The story gained national attention through publications in paranormal magazines like Fate, where Jerome Clark detailed the encounters. Lauren Coleman, who named the creature, wrote about it in books like Mysterious America, cementing the Dover demon's place in cryptozoological literature. In the decades since, the Dover demon has become a pop culture fixture. It has been mentioned in TV shows like Unsolved Mysteries and Mountain Monsters, where investigators explored its nature. Online, the demon is a topic on forums like Reddit and Above Top Secret, where users share theories about its origins. In video games, the Dover demon appears less frequently than more famous cryptids, but can be found in some indie projects and mods. Games like The Secret World include references to humanoid creatures that may draw inspiration from the demon. In Dead by Daylight, cryptic beings in the lore might be influenced by such cryptids, though direct references to the Dover demon are absent. In recent years, the Dover demon has become part